What is going on, everybody, in the beautiful YouTube world? I am your host, CezrDaPleazr, otherwise known as CezrDaPleazr, and today is going to be my thoughts on WWE BATTLEGROUND 2016. So, first few things in the beginning. If you hear my fan, it is ridiculously hot, and for some of you might be asking, Cezr, why are you wearing a long sleeve shirt? And to that I say, let's start off with the first match of the WWE BATTLEGROUND pay-per-view. You have Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks and her surprise partner. Who's it going to be? She's been hinting at it on Twitter. WWE's Twitter's been talking about it. Who's the surprise person going to be? And it turns out it's the one and only Bayley. And it's pretty fucking hype because apparently no one had an idea that it would be Bayley. It's tough. So because of the whole WWE draft and you have Raw and SmackDown being two different brands now and their superstars are now going to be just brand exclusive, people were kind of upset that Bayley wasn't even caught up at all, or Heath Slater, but fuck Heath Slater. And people were wondering, well, what's going to happen? This is kind of ridiculous. This is bullshit. How come all these other superstars are going to go, but not her? Blah, blah, blah. And I was on that line as well. I was like, well, what the fuck? That's so stupid. Clearly she has the talent. For me, catching up to NXT, slowly through NXT, I'm like, yo, Bayley's actually pretty fucking cool. How come she hasn't been caught up? She seems like she has a lot of potential and talent there. Not knowing that Sasha Banks was going to have a surprise partner, and she was like, yeah, I'm going to have a partner. I didn't know, well, how the fuck are they bringing Bayley? This is probably a better way to bring Bayley in. You call her up, she has her first match on a pay-per-view. It had a great match. I thought the tag match was great with Sasha Banks actually making Charlotte tap out. So we're kind of seeing now, possibly Sasha Banks is going to be the next women's champion. If I had to make that pick, Sasha Banks will be the next women's champion. Possibly going to have a thing with Bayley as well, like a little feud or something. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But that's happening. And real quick, a lot of people kind of upset that a lot of these matches that happen in WWE Battleground happen in WWE Battleground. And some people thought, hey, why weren't some of these matches for SummerSlam or for a bigger pay-per-view like WrestleMania or whatever, especially the last match, the Shield Triple Threat match, right? Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, which, yes, we're going to talk about that match. How come that wasn't for, SummerSlam and shit? I'm kind of happy that it wasn't. Battleground, for all intents and purposes, has been kind of a mediocre pay-per-view. Whenever you saw it, you're like, I don't really need to call the day off. If they get the day off, cool, I'll put it on, but I don't really give a fuck about Battleground. It's a mediocre pay-per-view. You need to have matches like what happened in this pay-per-view, which, you know what, I'll save that for later. Battleground was great. This Battleground was such a great pay-per-view. That match, like I said, you start off the match, you have a huge pop because Bayley comes out, and the match was pretty good. I thought it was pretty eventful, and I enjoyed the match. Next, you have the New Day versus the Wyatt family. It'll be the last time the Wyatt family is actually together because I think it's Bray Wyatt that's going to be staying on Raw, and his other two fathers are going to be going to SmackDown, which is okay, you know, it is what it is. If I got that wrong, if it's vice versa, then it's vice versa, but it is what it is. You kind of needed to see them get over. A lot of things that I noticed in this review is that everyone that got drafted kind of went over in some form or fashion, and this match was interesting. You had that kind of feud, I guess, was very interesting. You had Xavier Woods throughout the whole month. They were like, yo, fuck this. We can't be fucking around. This is very serious. These guys would fucking destroy us. They can take away these belts from us, man. It's fucking wild. You had the whole swap thing that happened. You had Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods thing, it's kind of, to me, it's slowly hinting that the New Day is going to split up eventually. And by eventually, I mean soon. Which sucks because the New Day, they're fucking fantastic. They went over huge with everybody as soon as they got together. It was fucking interesting to see them. Kofi Kingston, Biggie Langston, and of course Xavier Woods. So it's been an interesting ride, and I enjoyed the little faction that they got. So it is going to suck when they leave or split up, and then we'll see what happens with each of their careers individually, right? As a single superstar. Even in the match, I thought the match had great storytelling, where you, especially with Xavier Woods, the whole point is that he's terrified of Bray Wyatt. This dude is fucking terrified. Bray Wyatt looks fucking terrifying. Bray Wyatt looks like he can fucking fuck you up and do some crazy demonic shit to you, dude. Yeah, I'd be scared of him too, so I got no problems with Xavier Woods going, fuck. In the match, he finally sucks it up. He starts fighting him. bunch of shit goes down, and the finish, Bray Wyatt goes over, beats Xavier Woods in the match. And I hope Biggie Langston, by the way, if you saw the pay-per-view, Biggie, did you die? Are you dead? Fucking, are you in a concussion or something? Because you look like you fell on your head and you, like, died. Dude, that was a great spot, but, dude, you gotta be careful because you don't want to shorten your career just for one spot. You feel me? Unless you're Jeff Hardy, because Jeff Hardy risks his life like every fucking match that he has. It's like a high, you know, risk, high reward. You feel me? Like, look at any WrestleMania match that Jeff Hardy's been in. It's been fucking ludicrous, right? So well done for that match. Oh, one more thing. I'm surprised that wasn't for the belts. If the New Day can share those two belts within all three of each other, I kind of feel like, why not defend it? Because they've only had like a handful of title defenses in the past like year. That's not really good. You want to have, because at that point, why even have the belt on them? You might as well use that belt somewhere else. Like, I don't know. It's tough. I see arguments from every side of it when it comes to those tag belts and should have they been defended on that match or not. But it's like you kind of should have or something. I mean, Bray would have come up and like, I don't want these titles. The people that deserve these titles are these two guys right here, or these two guys right here. And it's like, alright, cool. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. Next match, you have Rusev versus Zack Ryder for the United States Championship match. You have Lana Ray, of course, coming out. Lana Ray. You have Lana coming out saying, yeah, you know, he's my fiance. He's the only one that can have me. Here's the Bulgarian brute, Rusev. And Rusev came out looking like a fucking savage. And then, of course, Zack Ryder with his all-U.S. attire. I like that attire. I thought it was very, very fitting and looked cool on the guy. And I see what he was going for the U.S. title match. And he was like, I got this belt. I'm going to get this belt. Da, 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 da. And a couple thoughts. Anyone notice all those commentary teams that they kind of went through? You have the German announced team, the Spanish announced team, the French announced team, the Japanese, Chinese announced team. You have, of course, the regular team. You have all these commentary teams just lined the fuck up. I'm like, alright, man. Fuck. I don't need to know that you have 20 fucking people signed to do commentary. Which is like, alright, man. Chill. The match was it was what it was. It was I say it was above average, but not saying that's like a 4-star. If I had to like rate out of a 5, right, 3.5, right. Match was cool. The finish with Rusev going with the Acolyte finish off Zack Ryder to make him tap out, and then Rusev just fucking destroying him more and more and more. And then Mojo Rawley comes out after Zack Ryder gets his ass beat, even after the end, right? After the bell rang, he was getting his ass beat. And then, like, it felt like 5 minutes, then Mojo Rawley finally comes. I was like, ah! He runs in there. And then he starts yelling at Rusev, and then Rusev's like, the fuck? And then he just leaves, and then he just walks away. And Mojo Rawley's like, ah! That's fucking dumb. From my perspective, if you're gonna have Mojo Rawley run out, he needs to run out immediately. I don't know if that was a botch and that wasn't supposed to happen. He should have run out fucking immediately to defend his fucking friend. U.S. title's going to Raw. That's fucking crazy, by the way. So it's like, dude, why? Why even come out if you're gonna wait 5 minutes after your tag team partner gets fucked up? And it's like, alright, man, I'm here. I'm gonna yell at this dude. Not even attack him. That's kind of, I don't know. I felt like though if he did attack him, then Rusev would have probably gone over because he is the champion. You don't want your champion to go down. That's just stupid. Which kind of would deflate. But I don't know. It's tough to make that call. But it felt kind of weird. But yeah, U.S. title's going to Raw, which is cool. Because when you look at the IC title and the U.S. title, you know, the IC title is held with such high respect that it's like this title is held by fucking former greats that became icons. You look at Shawn Michaels, you look at Scott Hall, you look at Triple H, you look at The Rock, you look at fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, you look at all these fucking great individuals, RVD, Jeff Hardy, etc., Randy Orton, I think Batista won, I'm not too sure about that one though. All these, Shelton Benjamin, all these people have held that belt. And most of them, if not all, I say most, have gone on and been like, yo, these guys are fucking great. So that already has a high, like, caliber of respect. The US title, it's always been like, fuck your US title. Unless you were John Cena, fuck your US title. Doesn't mean shit. That you kind of have to give it that much, you need to give it more credit. So the fact that it's going to Raw on the, I don't want to say the main show, but the primetime show, right? yeah, that's cool. You want to have that. So I like that. Alright, after that, then you have Steph and Mick Foley, who Steph is the new Raw commissioner, Mick Foley being the new general manager. They do a whole little promo thing. Seth Rollins comes out saying, I'm the fucking best, fuck Dean and fuck Roman, I'm the shit. Watch him win the belt, I am the architect, I'm gonna win this shit, I'm the champ. How dare he think he's a champion, I'm gonna be the champion. And then after Seth Rollins leaves, Seth and Mick Foley kind of talk shit to each other. It's like, what? That's your first pick of the draft. Stand with them. Like, I guess they're supposed to be face or some shit. I don't know. Maybe face neutral. Stand with your champion or your first round pick. Like, dude, if you didn't give a fuck about Seth and you're talking shit, kind of stick with it. I get there's kind of plot in there that it's like we're gonna stick with whoever's the hot superstar. You know, we're gonna, because he's the hottest guy right now, so we're gonna support him right now. So I kind of get that, but that was kind of dumb. But whatever, it is what it is. They had one also later for Dean. Surprisingly not Roman Reigns as well. Didn't even have a promo, which is like good, because you probably shouldn't even have a promo. It's like, Roman, you're back from fucking taking your performance enhancing drugs, or what was it? I don't even know what the fuck you got caught for, but whatever. Is what it is. Match of the motherfucking year was next. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. I shouldn't say Sami Zayn. One of the greatest matches I've seen all fucking year. This literally has a chance to be the match of the year. You have the end of a rivalry, for now, of Sami and Kevin. They had a little promo video of like, yeah, we were such great friends. He was there for my wedding. He was there for my kid's birth. Blah, blah, blah. All kinds of shit. That match was fantastic. There was one botch that happened with Sami Zayn where he kind of did the springboard off the ropes, and he didn't get as much of a bounce, so he kind of just fell and landed on his shoulder and hit Kevin Owens. You can tell that fucked him up for a bit, but you know what? Props to Sami Zayn. He was still going out there and doing his thing. Thank you, all Generico. You're a fucking savage. There was a frog splash by Kevin Owens. There was a fucking apron suplex by Sami Zayn to Kevin Owens. Fucking Owens destroyed the fuck out of Sami, and he still wouldn't fucking give up. You had such great in-ring storytelling with Owens like, why won't you stay down? Ah, come on, Sami. And Sami just fucking gets right out, does a hell of a luva kick, does a boot under, does the, what's it called, Hachimikanoko flip or whatever that was. It's like a T-bone suplex. They brought like everything out to each other. And then that one spot where Sami like looks at Kevin Owens like, you piece of shit, you fucking deserve this. Gives him another hell of a luva kick. Sami goes over, conquers his demon of Kevin Owens, and I'm happy to see that go on. I think from a, alright, armchair CEO thing, I think they're going to start pushing Sami Zayn more over than Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is going to have to take him another year or two. And then Kevin Owens is probably going to actually be put in the main event spotlight. That's how I see it. But it's fucking great. Fucking fantastic match. And then you have, which, when you have a match of the year contender like that, it's kind of hard to go follow that. Natalya versus Becky Lynch. I can't lie, I didn't give a fuck about that match. The match was kind of boring. A little bit technical from Natalya's part, which is great, good for her. She, you know, she is part of that whole dynasty, so that's cool. But I didn't give a fuck about this match. She won with a sharpshooter, fucking hooray! I don't care. Not to say fuck Natalya and Becky Lynch, but the match was boring. Like I was watching, I'm just like, wow, you guys really suck at this. All right. Then you have well, I don't know what to call it. You have the IC title match, right? The Miz versus Darren Young. Darren Young is the number one contender after this fucking weird battle royal that they had. Bob Backlund's with him. He's like his supporter or some shit. Match was kind of, you know, it was. I don't want to say average because it was less than average. Match was whatever, man. I like Miz when how he came out with that little weird like Hollywood mask. He's supposed to fit the Hollywood scene. He's like, I think Miz is a good heel. Like, everyone fucking hates him, everyone boos him, he's annoying, whatever. That's what a heel should be. I like that. He's just not to the point where people like to boo him. You feel me? But whatever, it is what it is. The match was, like I said, I was kind of interested. It was much better than the Italian Becky Lynch match, in my opinion. And then it got dumb, where like, what's her face, Maurice or whatever, slaps Bob Backlund or whatever, and then she goes on the floor and pretends she got hurt. She's like, hey Miz, he fucking pushed me. Miz is like, fucking what? Yeah, he fucking pushed me. And then Miz gets out, he's like, what the fuck, dude? And then Bob Backlund rips her shirt everywhere but the fucking sleeves, and he starts pumping up like the Hulk and shit, and like Darren Young comes out, and then he like kind of gets the Miz, and the ref says it's a count out for one of them, Darren Young or the Miz. I think the Miz and Darren Young won the match technically, right? And it was supposed to be by count out, right? I didn't hear a count. I didn't see the ref go 1, 2. I didn't see any of that or hear any of that. Technically speaking, once Darren Young got out, sure they have restarted the count. I'm sorry if I'm a fan that knows the rules and I know that, yo, that should have reset. Okay, and that was it. That was a terrible ending to that match. I don't know what they're trying to do with it, but the IC title is going to SmackDown. That's the only thing that's notable about that match, I guess, is that, yeah, the IC is going to SmackDown, the US is going to Raw, and it's pretty fucking interesting. I want to see whether they're really giving a fuck about SmackDown, and I'm happy to see that because I don't want to see SmackDown close down. You know, I like SmackDown. When I was a kid, the only thing that was available to me, because I didn't have cable, right? I don't have cable TV today because I don't even really use my TV to watch like programs. I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have the network. I used to have the Fight Pass for UFC. Fam, I don't want to see SmackDown go away. That's why I like the draft. That's why this, like, the nostalgia factor in me was like, yo, this is cool. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see what happens. They're really pulling all the guns, and it's gonna be, and my point's gonna be even more so brought out in a bit. Just I got a couple matches to go through real quick. The Club versus John Cena and Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Very good tag team match. It was a great storytelling with the tag match. The match itself was above average. I liked it for a 6-man tag team match. Nevertheless, great match. Shout out to Soccer Mom, AJ Styles, because of well, okay. Before the match even started, John Cena comes out, and then Enzo and Cass come out, and as usual, they do like a little promo before the match. Yo, that match went on. That promo went super long. I was sitting there like, yo, 10 minutes? What the fuck? It took a while. Cass's promo was whatever. Enzo, fucking GOAT. That dude is fucking great on the mic. Don't ever have him stop doing those promos because he's really good. He's much better than Big Cass in terms of promos. And he's a very good worker as well. I like Enzo Amore a lot. He's going to have a great singles career. Big Cass, man, you need to improve somewhere because his lines were like, alright, maybe they were good, but, you know, following Enzo Amore, that's fucking rough, dude. It was kind of wild. But yeah, Enzo Amore called it, I think it was it Cass or Enzo? I already forgot. Who's like, AJ Styles has soccer mom haircut. And, no, it was Big Cass. And like, you need to take your soccer kids to drop them off in Monday Night Raw, and we're gonna fuck them up or some shit like that, right? And like the crowd's chanting soccer mom, soccer mom. It was great. I love that. That was very, very cool to see that at the by the fans. Like, that match got over cool. Then the finish of that match is what I'm going to dub the Super FU, because I'm not gonna call the FU that ridiculous, stupid name called the Attitude Adjustment. John Cena puts AJ Styles on his like shoulders, on the fucking top of the turnbuckle, or second rope or the top, one of those, and does the FU on him, which is why I'm calling it Super FU, because if you have a suplex where you just, right, and then it's a superplex because they're on the turnbuckle, then by proxy, a fucking FU becomes a Super FU, but whatever, anyway. And then as the match, Cena and Enzo Amore go over, Dusty gives a win to SmackDown. It was cool. That match was great. It was a very, very, like I said, it was a great match, especially for a 6-man tag team match. Great match. And then you have the Chris Jericho's highlight reel. All the fuck I'm going to say about this is RKO. There you go. That's all you literally needed to know about that fucking waste of like 7-10 minutes. Just RKO. That's it. We have the main event of this whole pay-per-view. The triple threat match. The Shield triple threat match. Dean Ambrose, WWE champion. Because it's not called the WWE One Heavyweight Champion. No one fucking calls it that in their own fucking show. It's not fucking called that. Shut the fuck up. Bad. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. A lot of confusion and questions about what's going to be happening with this match and possible outcomes, because of course if Dean doesn't win, then his whole push is destroyed. Seth Rollins is over with everybody. Roman Reigns, in their eyes, is over. Not with the fans at all. You could hear it in the crowd just boo, Roman sucks, blah blah blah. Match was cool though. Every single one of those guys came out strong. Roman Reigns took a powerbomb to the fucking announce table. Couple people took everyone's finishers. A couple fucking Superman punches by Roman Reigns. I think Roman powerbombed Seth Rollins in the end of it. Dean comes in. I think it was Dirty Deeds. He's Dirty Deeds. Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose is still the WWE champion. Dean Ambrose has just been pushed over the fucking limit. Dean Ambrose is strong right now in everyone's eyes, or at least he should be, right? It's great and it's fantastic. WWE Championship is going to SmackDown and it is staying on SmackDown. And now Raw doesn't have a champion. Everyone on the SmackDown brand came on out, celebrating with him. Yeah! Shane and fucking Dan Bryan are happy. Yeah! The Usos, Roman's cousins, pick Dean Ambrose. I was like, yeah! Fucking ridiculous. That's awesome. This whole pay-per-view has been awesome. Battleground has been given more of a, like, hey man, remember when that happened at Battleground? Oh dude, that was such a great time. The Shield triple threat match, dude. Oh my god, you need to push these pay-per-views. So that's why I'm very happy to see all these matches happen at Battleground. All those matches were fantastic. Match of the fucking night, though, of course, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. What does it mean for Raw? If it's not pretty much obvious, the World Heavyweight title is coming back, and it's going to Raw. Back where I used to be in fucking 2004 and 5. It's Raw has a world title. SmackDown has a WWE title. IC title, however, is going to be a SmackDown. US is going to be Raw. Raw has the Cruiserweights and the Women's Championships. SmackDown, we'll see what they do with that. It's interesting, though. The whole pay-per-view was great. If I have to rate it, 8 out of 10. So, 4 out of 5, right? Star-wise or whatever. Whatever the fuck. Great pay-per-view. If you haven't seen it, and you saw this and it got spoiled for you, still go see it. That whole shit, the whole pay-per-view was worth a watch. It's a fantastic pay-per-view. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, when this video goes up, Raw will have happened, so I don't know if things have changed. Maybe they've already come out and said the world title is this person, probably Seth. So whatever. Or maybe they're going to do a whole tournament thing and it's going to lead to like something in SummerSlam. I don't know. But what a time it is to be a WWE fan. So much shit happened. I'm interested to see what happens with everything. If Raw wasn't Hulu Plus exclusive, I would literally be watching Raw now on Hulu. But whatever, it is what it is. Those are my thoughts for WWE Battleground 2016. I've been your host, ElCDP, otherwise known as CezrDaPleazr. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you like this video, and if you want to see more. What are your thoughts about what happened at Battleground, you guys? Let me know. I want to see. I want to see what's the kind of overall reaction from everybody besides myself and what I saw on Twitter. Take care, you guys.